What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new Yu-Gi-Oh video. In today's Yu-Gi-Oh video, I'm going to be opening up the legendary hero decks right here. Now, probably a lot of you guys on YouTube have seen so many people open up the legendary hero decks, but the only reason why I want to open up the legendary hero decks is basically this. So a couple days ago on one of my Yu-Gi-Oh Duel Links live streams, I asked you guys in the chat if you guys wanted me to open up the legendary hero decks and kind of do a review on them on my channel. So I was like, you know what? I think that might be a good idea to just basically do a cool review on the legendary hero decks. And yeah, because to be honest, I really like these type of products from Konami. I bought a couple products like these before. I bought the legendary dragons decks before, and I bought the legendary decks #2 from Konami, and I really like these products right here where they come with 3 different structure decks. It's always nice to get, especially because I don't really open up much packs, you know, from the TCG Yu-Gi-Oh, so it's always really nice to get some products like these where they come with 3 really cool structure decks, some really cool reprints from what I've heard, and all that stuff right there, so I can build my collection when it comes to the TCG cards without really having to spend a bunch of packs and everything like that. So that's why I picked up one of these and everything like that. So I'm really excited to open this up, and I wanted to make a video for you guys because you kind of just told me to, or you guys just wanted me to make a video on the legendary hero decks, and I thought it would be kind of creative too, in a sense that's going to be a little bit different from other people opening up these decks, because I am more of a Duel Links player. I know more about Duel Links compared to the TCG when it comes to like the meta of the game. And so for some people in the TCG, like if you guys are a TCG player only, you might think it's kind of funny on what cards I think are good or not good from the from these legendary hero decks. And then for all of my Duel Links viewers, you guys probably will, you know, get a chance to see some really cool TCG cards, maybe find some cards that you think that would be cool in Duel Links, and etc. right there. So that's why I really wanted to do this video. I think this is actually going to be a really cool video for both TCG and Duel Links people. So yeah, that's what is going to be the hope in today's video. So if you guys are excited for today's Yu-Gi-Oh video, as always, leave a like on the video down below and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, so you get notified when I make new content. But of course, you can always wait to like and subscribe until you actually watch the full video. So without further ado, let's go open up this bad boy and take a look at some of the cards. So first of all, we're just gonna kind of open it like this. When I open up the box and everything and get all the decks out, I'll switch the camera so it's like easier for you guys to see the cards. But first, we're gonna open this up Zelda style. Wow, very cool. One thing I actually like about these two is that since I haven't opened up much TCG packs or just anything like that, or I just haven't opened up much packs from Yu-Gi-Oh, it's really cool to get some Link monsters, everything like that, because I barely have any Link monsters. The last packs that I opened was the Yusei Megaton, and I got a couple Link monsters right there, but now I got even more Link monsters, which is always cool. So we got 3 decks right here. You guys can kind of barely tell. I'll get them closer into the camera, but we have the Phantom Knights deck. We have, I think this is the Nordic Gods deck, and then we also have the Hero deck right here. Mostly Destiny Hero, but there is a bunch of different Hero type monsters in here. So we're just gonna get all these out. I'm just gonna go, I don't know how to really open this right here, and I just realized, hold up, let's get the decks out real quick. But look at that, boys. Where's the advertisement? Where was that advertisement? There it is. Look at that. We got a Duel Links advertisement right there. That's always fun. So I'm gonna go put the box in, and also what's really cool about these is that you can hold your cards pretty easily in these boxes too. So that's always cool right there. Love the artwork and everything like that. So as you guys can see, we have the 3 different decks right here. We have the Hero deck right here, the extra Hero on deck right there. We have the Phantom Knights deck, which is probably, from what I've heard, is probably the best deck out of the 3. So that's really cool. And then we also have the Nordic Gods, oh my god, the Nordic Gods deck right here. And I'm actually kind of excited about this one because it has synchro monsters in it, and I really do want to build some synchro decks recently, so hopefully get some cool synchro stuff right here from this deck right here. So I'm really excited to open up all of these. I'm looking forward to just, you know, make some decks in my own time, just some like mostly local decks, you know, that I can, you know, first my little brothers with, and we can just have fun with Yu-Gi-Oh right there. So that's gonna be really cool right there. But for this video, I'm actually gonna switch the camera that I'm using right now to give a better angle on viewing these cards. So that's what I'm gonna do real quick. So see you guys in a quick second. Okay, so we're finally on the part where I'm going to be opening up these, you know, decks right here. Now, I've never done a setup like this before in one of my pack opening videos. This is very new to me. I hooked up my webcam onto a tripod, so I'm not too sure how this is going to go. I wish the lighting and the camera quality was better, but we're just going to make do what we're going to make do. And I think I'm going to open up the extra hero deck first. So we're going to open up this one first right here. Now, I've never messed around with the settings, and my camera's autofocus is horrible, so that's gonna be a fun time. There you go right here. So we're gonna open up this extra hero deck, or just space. It's pretty much a D hero deck, that's all it is. Now let me see how are these gonna open. There's like a little slot somewhere around here that you can usually open to get it open, but it is being a pain right now. Do I gotta get the scissors and damage my cards? Big poggers. Okay, I think I finally got it. Got some plastic torn off. Got some plastic torn off. Also, sorry if you hear any background noise. My siblings are in the background because it's like 5 o'clock. I'm recording this around 5 o'clock, so all my siblings and everything are awake. It's daylight. Try to get some daylight light, but like where my computer's positioned, it's very bad to get light for it. But yeah. So as you guys can see right here, we have the extra hero Dread Decimator, and my autofocus is focusing on that. Oh no. Come on. Come on, autofocus. There you go. Focus on that only. And man, the glare. Oh my god. Oh, the glare. The glare is just the biggest oof. But still, we got the extra hero Dread Decimator, which is cool. We have a very cool copy of Malicious. Malicious is a card in Duel Links, so that's always fun. We also have the Destiny Hero Disc Commander, which I believe got eroded recently, so that's really cool right here. We have a nice copy of Destiny Draw, looking really cool too. We have another extra monster. We have the extra hero Wonder Driver. Now, I forgot what rarity this is, but there is a certain rarity that I do not know. But still, really cool cards right there. Loving that so far. Like, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with playtesting these decks, okay? There's gonna be a lot of fun shenanigans that I'm gonna be able to do with some of these stuff, because I actually have a lot of hero cards lying around in my house, so I can probably mess around with some cool stuff and have fun with that. We have a Dogma, another card that's also in Duel Links, which is really cool right there. We have Plasma, Ace Monster of, you know, Aster Phoenix card in Duel Links, which is really cool. I don't think, yeah, we don't have Dreadmaster yet in Duel Links, so that is interesting right there. Another Malicious to combo with that Malicious right there, so that makes sense. As you guys can see, we have this Destiny Hero Celestial right here, a card that is on the semi-limit list, which is a yikes, and I think there's only one copy of this. Yeah, I think there's only one copy of Celestial. We'll find out later if there's more or not, but yeah, we have Destiny Hero Diamond Dude, which is cool right there. We have the Dread Servant. Don't think that card's in Duel Links. We have Dark Angel. That one is in Duel Links. We have the Dyna tag, really cool right there. Dyna, Vietnam flashbacks to frickin' For Hires right there. And I wish the autofocus wasn't so bad. It's like always focusing in the background. Here, that might be a little bit better right here. That might be a little bit better. We have Drill Dark, 2 copies of Drill Dark. We have Decider. We have Dreamer. Come on, stop focusing on the cards in the back. Come on. Come on, don't focus on the cards in the back. This camera, like, I actually hate using the Logitech's autofocus. It's so bad. Anyways, we have 3 copies of D-Cube, so we can actually use it right there. Very cool. Now, here's a couple cards that is actually very interesting and nice reprints. This is my first copy of Shadow Mist. I'm going to actually go read this card, but I heard that from a lot of people that this card is really good right there. Now, come on, autofocus. Come on, be nice to me. Be nice to me. Okay, so this card special summon, you can add a change quick play spell card from your deck or hand, so you can add mass change 1 and 2. And then if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add a hero monster from your deck to your hand except elemental hero Shadow Mist. You can use a 1 elemental hero Shadow Mist effect per turn and only once that turn. So that's pretty cool right there. So you can add any of the mass changes to your hand. In Duel Links, we have Mass Change, but we do not have Mass Change 2, so that's interesting right there. And that's cool right there. And this card sends in graveyard, you can add a hero monster from your deck to your hand. So, really cool card right there. I actually do like that a lot. And, yeah, but the only thing that kind of sucks about this is I think you only can use, yeah, it says you only can use 1 Elemental Hero Shadow Mist effect per turn and only once that turn. So I think you only can do either the change one only, or you can either do the when it gets sent to the graveyard effect once. You can't do both of them in the same turn. If you could, I think that'd be a little broken, but still, really cool card right there. Shadow Mist is a very cool card. Awesome that this box came with that. And then we also have 1 copy of Elemental Hero Blazement, 1 card that's also in Duel Links, which is really nice right there. Come on, autofocus. Don't focus on the cards in the back, brother. No, don't do it. There we go. But we have Elemental Hero Blazement right here, which is also really cool. Really happy about that we got a couple copies of those. I do have Elemental Hero Villain, or not Elemental Hero, Vision Hero Villain, so I'm good on that part. But a lot of people were disappointed that Villain was not in the in this structure deck, which I guess I kind of agree with them. I wouldn't mind having 2 copies of Vision Hero Villain. That would have been really cool. But still, really happy about this. I can definitely build some fun Elemental Hero, Destiny Hero decks with this structure deck along with the cards that I also have at home. So that's gonna be fun to just do my own little things. So I like to just build decks at home and just mess around with stuff. And like I said at the beginning of the video, mess around and play some duels against my siblings. So that's gonna always be fun to mess around with. And then we also have another copy of Destiny Draw, not a crazy rarity at all. And then we have Over Destiny. We have 2 copies of Over Destiny. We have Clock Tower Prison, a card I believe was really good, a card that we actually don't have in Duel Links except Aster. Aster is able to use this card as like he's an NPC and he can use this card, but it's not attainable to the players. Really cool right there. We have Dark City, a couple copies of Mass Change. Yep, we have 2 copies of Mass Change, so that's actually really cool. I never had Mass Change before, so that's a new card for me, which is really nice. Of course, we have some Polys, because we're going to go for some Fusion Summons. 2 copies of Poly is always nice. We have Monster Reborn. We got some staples right here. We got Monster Reborn, Magical Stone Excavation, Terraforming. Always nice to get extra copies Terraforming. And then we have Feather of the Phoenix, which is actually a rare in Duel Links, and I never like saw the purpose of this card, but maybe it's good in this deck. Discard a card and target a card in grave, return that card to the top of the deck. Yeah, I guess it's alright, but I don't think that card's really that good. Still, Feather Phoenix, cool card right there. We also are on the traps now, right there, which is Destiny Single, which is really cool. D-Time, I actually have a copy of D-Time right there. Funny story about that. The video will pop up on the top. Yeah, man, I haven't done this before. But top right of the, on the icon thing right there. Check that video out. It was actually really funny how I pulled my first copy of D-Time. I actually had a video on that, which is funny. We have Eternal Dread, a couple copies of Eternal Dread. We have D-Fusion, alright card. Alright card, I don't see much play, so that's cool right there. Nothing too crazy when it comes to the traps. Nothing too good right there. Next up, we have Destiny Hero, or not Destiny Hero. Destiny and Dragoon. Come on, stop focusing on the D-Fusion. Come on, camera. Come on, camera. There you go. So we have the Destiny Hero Dragoon. Not Dragon. It's Dragoon. It takes the Plasma and Dogma, which is really cool right there. Basically, kind of the character Ace, Fusion monster right there, which is always nice. Very cool right there. We also have the Destiny Hero Disctopia, or Dustopia. I'm not too sure what. I think that wasn't this another one of them that were pretty good. I'm going to go read this card's effect, because I think this one was also, like, not bad. So come on, camera. Focus for me, please. And I think I'll also do so. It's the Warrior Fusion with the effect. It takes a Destiny Hero Fusion monster and a Destiny Hero monster. As card's Fusion Summon, you can Fusion Summon 1 Fusion monster from your extra deck, using monsters as your hand or fear as a Fusion material. So that is alright, but, you know, you're going to want to have a Link monster on the board so that you can use this effect to its full advantage, that's for sure. So there is that right there. And is a Fusion material. Once per turn, quick effect, you can target a monster on the field. Make it unable to be destroyed with battle. Card effects, if you do, neither player takes battle damage from attacks involving that monster. Interesting. That's actually an interesting card, and this is a quick effect, so you can use this on either player's turn, which is always nice right there. Like that right there. Yeah, and I don't think you have any cost back either, which is kind of weird to think about, because in Duel Links, this card would be pretty busted. Like, it would be easy to summon, and it would just be pretty busted altogether. But I mean, I guess actually, well, in Duel Links, it would take a lot of resources, but I think it would be worth it in the end, possibly. Actually, it does take a lot of resources, so, you know, maybe this card could get added into Duel Links, but at the same time, probably not. Probably not. It takes a lot of resources, but I think it's still good enough to where it could stay in the game. And I think you actually could target this monster too with its own effects. So yeah, probably shouldn't add this card to Duel Links, but still, it's an interesting card right here, and I think we have 2 copies of it, which is actually really cool right there. Next up, we have a Dystopia right here. You know, Destiny Hero Dystopia. We actually have 2 copies of that, which is also cool. We have a Destiny Hero Dangerous, and another card from Duel Links, and we also have Masked Hero Dark Law, which is like one of the best masked heroes, I believe. And so, see, every time I talked about masked heroes on my channel, a lot of people have been telling me about how good this card is. So I'm going to read this card right here now that I actually have a copy of it, which is cool. So yeah, so this is a 6-star Dark Warrior Fusion with the effect must be special summoned by Mass Change. Come on, camera, don't be dumb on me now. Don't be dumb on me now. Come on. So it must be special summoned by Mass Change. Any card sent to your opponent's graveyard is banished instead. That's actually pretty good right there. Once per turn, if your opponent adds a card from the deck to the hand, you can banish 1 random card from your opponent's hand. Interesting card right there. That is a very interesting card right there. So the thing that's nice about this card right here is basically you're able to stop your opponent from going into combos. They can't banish their cards, which is very, you know, useful against certain types of decks. And if they add cards to their hand, you're forcing them to banish one of their cards too. So I can see why this card's pretty good. I don't think it would be terribly broken in Duel Links, but I feel like if they added this card into Duel Links, it would be just, I think it would do some impact into the game, that is for sure. But I don't know, because like, I guess Spellbooks would just get hurt by this card by a lot. Yeah, Spellbooks would get hurt pretty bad. Actually, no, now thinking about it too, with its effect that when you draw a card, just anyway, you banish. I think this card would actually still be kind of broke, because there's still a ton of decks in the game, in Duel Links, where you can add cards to your hand, because, yeah, I gotta remember that too. Not just the banish effect. The banish effect and the drawing card effect just mess up a lot of combos. Since we only have a starting hand of 4 in Duel Links, it wouldn't really help out too much. Yeah, this card would probably be too broken into the game too, but something that I could easily see come into the future at some point. I could easily see this card coming into the future, but probably not right now. I don't know, probably not right now, but still, interesting card to definitely see. A lot of people would be super hyped about this card, because people are already hyped about this card as it is, even though it's not in the game. So, yeah. But yeah, probably shouldn't be in the game. but still pretty cool right there. And then we also have an Anki, which is really cool, the best, you know, element or masked hero card in the game when it comes to the 3 masked hero cards that we have in the game. So that's actually really cool right there. Love this structure deck because it comes with a lot of cool hero support and a lot of recognizable cards that are from Duel Links, which is really cool too. So dude, it's pretty cool. I'm actually really excited to try out some stuff. That is for sure. Loving that so far. And I guess we could take a read on some of these you know, hero monsters right here. Now there is one thing I am confused about link summoning, and I think you guys are gonna have to help me out when it comes to this, but I'm a little bit confused when it comes to the link summon of the 2+, because from what I've heard, I think when it has 2+, that just depends on how many link monsters or link counters that there are on the side right there, and that's how many monsters you have to sacrifice to summon this card. I'm not too sure right there. You guys are gonna have to give me some clarification on exactly how this works right there, because like I said, I know the basics, but I do not know every single thing about link monsters. So there is that right there, but it takes 2+ hero monsters, which I think it takes 3 or more, considering that there's 3 different link zones with this monster right here. So I'm not too sure, but still 2+ hero monsters, so maybe it takes only 2 hero monsters, and maybe it takes 3 because of how many points that it has right there. But still, this card, also any hero monsters, it points to, gains 100 attack for each hero monster with different names in your graveyard. If this card attacks a defense position monster, it inflicts piercing battle damage. So other than that, its effect is very mediocre at best. The only really purpose of this card is just to easily go for a bunch of fusions when you need to, because you're going to want to link into this one right away. Once you link into with this one right away, you have 3 slots open onto your board to go in for some extra deck summoning right there. So that's basically the #1 purpose of this card. The effect is kind of mediocre at best, but you know, comboed with a bunch of different hero monsters, if you're able to set up your board without getting it negated, would be pretty nice. So only real good purpose about it is just kind of the fact that it has a bunch of link pointers are right there that you can go for your fusion summons right there. And it was, I know I'm using the wrong terms, but still. And I think this one was also really bad. I think this one's like the worst out of the 2, so I guess I won't talk about it. But there's another link monster right there, which is also pretty interesting there. So hope you guys enjoyed that cringe deck review right there. Couple cards that would be cool to be added to Duel Links, but probably they're not. Duel Links isn't ready for some of these cards right here, and of course they're not going to add the link monsters because that is going to be a long time for now. But still, I'm going to have a ton of fun just crafting decks. It's going to be pretty fun to just mess around with that. So definitely going to do that on my own time. That is for sure, to just craft some decks when I have some free time and on my own time. So pretty cool right there. But yeah, let's go on to the next deck. I think I'll go for the Phantom Knights deck. That's like the deck that's been hyped up the most. So I'm going to check that deck out right now. So let's put this to the side right here. Now, I will say I will showcase some of the Phantom Knight cards that I actually already have. I barely have any Phantom Knight cards. And by the way, 6 sleeve right away. Some people are going to be triggered of how big the sleeve is right here. So give me a note right there. But I do have a couple Phantom Knight cards right here. So you guys can tell me if any of these Phantom Knight cards are all right for the deck. But for the most part, I doubt I'll be using most of these, to be honest. I only have a few Phantom Knight cards, but I did find a couple of them lying around my house. So that is always cool. Got 4 copies of that, and then we have a couple copies of Spirit. So these are a couple of the Phantom Knight cards that I have, and I also do have a Break Sword, and the structure deck comes with a copy of Break Sword, so it's nice that I'm going to have 2 copies of Break Sword now, which is really cool right there. But I actually have a few Phantom Knight cards lying around. I might have more around my house. I'll have to go search around my house even more, but I think I actually have some more Phantom Knight cards around here. But still, not EX structure deck. I have a habit of EX structure deck because we got an EX structure deck in Duel Links recently. But still, EX structure deck I'm going to open up is the Phantom Knight ones. So that's going to be cool. I'm going to have a ton of Phantom Knight cards right now. So it came with the Phantom Knight Link monster, which is cool. I wish the blur wasn't so bad. I wish the lighting wasn't so bad. This is why I'm not a TCG YouTuber, boys. This is why I'm not a TCG YouTuber. But very cool right there. Let's go open up this one right here. And this one should be easier, I think. Hopefully easier. I'm not too sure. Come on. Come on, get out. There we go. So I'm going to open that up right there. Very cool right there. Now, this comes with a ton of XYZ monsters, which is really cool. And, of course, it comes with some Phantom Knight links. So that's always going to be fun right there. So we have the Phantom Knight of the, not Rusty. I mean, we got Phantom Knights of the Rusty, whatever that word is, so that is cool right there. We have Twin Twisters, a really good reprint. Discard a card and target to 2 cards on the field and destroy those targets. Really cool card right here. First copy of Twin Twisters that I have, so that is awesome right there. Very cool right here. Then we have Phantom Knights of the Mist Claws. We have a Phantom Knights of the Break Sword, so that's actually really cool. Second copy of that for me. And we also have number 86 Hero Champion. Really cool right there. So a ton of really cool monsters and just cards in general right there. Loving that so far already when it comes to this structure deck right here. So we're going to move, I guess we'll just move these to the sides up there a little bit. And yeah, so next up we have the Phantom Knights of the Ancient Cloak. Have 1 copy of this, I believe. Did I have? Yeah, I have one copy of this card right here, so that's my second copy, which is cool. Boots, I believe Boots is one of the better Phantom Knight cards. I guess I'll go take a read about this if it would focus. Come on. Come on, focus for me. Focus for me, come on. There we go. So if you control Phantom Knight monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. That's good already because you can go for easy Xyz summoning. You only special summon the Phantom Knight Silent Boots once per turn this way. You banish this card from your graveyard, add a Phantom Knight spell and trap card from your deck to your hand. You only can use the effect of Silent Boots once per turn. Yeah, pretty good card right there because you summon a Phantom Knight's card, special summon this, or not special summon, but just summon a Phantom Knight's card and then summon Boots. Go for an Xyz for a rank 3 monster and just go from there. So yeah, that's probably Boots. It's probably really good right there. And I think this structure deck only comes with one Boots, which kind of sucks, but still, it's cool. First copy of that I have. Next up, we have a glove. We have the helm. I have a couple of copies. I have like 4 copies of gloves and 1 copy of helm. So them cards I already have, and I also have Fragile Iron. I actually have a lot of the cards in here. Interesting right there. We have another cloak right there, which is cool. Oh wait, we actually have 2 Boots. I thought there was only 1. Well, I guess we have 2 Boots. That's actually great. That's actually really good right there. We have 2 copies of Boots, which is awesome. We have gloves. We have helm. We have fragile armor. Looks like I'm going to be able to build some Phantom Knight decks, and I'm going to have fun with that, so that's going to be cool. Armageddon Knight. I think I also have some extra copies of Armageddon Knight somewhere around here, so I'll be able to run multiple copies of this guy. You can, when this card is summoned, you can send... Can it focus? Can it focus? Yeah, once card summoned, you can send a dark monster from your deck to your graveyard, so that's going to be pretty nice right there to go for some combos. We also have Blue Mountain Butter Spy, which is really cool right there. Let's go check this one out. Can't be normal summon tag. You can normal summon a warrior monster, or when you normal summon a warrior monster, especially summon this card from your hand, cannot be used as Xyz or as synchro material. So yeah, this is pretty much just used for rank 4 Xyz summon right there, or a link summon, or whatever you want to use besides a synchro summon. Definitely been introduced during the synchro or during the XYZ era, because a lot of the XYZ cards that are introduced during that era, a lot of them actually said to not be used for a synchro summon, which is interesting. So there's cool. We also have Rescue Pharaoh, which is pretty cool. And we also have a Junk Forward, a card that's also in Duel Links. It's very nice for both synchro decks. I'll probably throw this in my synchro deck instead of, or maybe I'll throw it in this deck though, because what's nice about this set, if you control no monsters, you can special summon Junk Forward. Junk Forward is a really nice level 3 card. Easily going to go for some rank 3 summons, and that's why it's thrown in this deck. But I could also use it in a synchro deck if I want to. So that is really cool right there. And then we also have this Knight card right here. We have Cockle-Doodle-Doo, really cool. And then we have an Infect Failure, always nice to get. Maybe we'll get Infect Failure in Duel Links at some point soon. A lot of people have been asking for that. So that's all the monsters right there. A lot of really cool monsters. Dude, I'm honestly looking forward to just messing around on my own time and just build some decks for fun. That's going to be a ton of fun. I can't wait to do that. But yeah, we have a couple copies of the Phantom Knight Rank Up Magic Launch. 2 copies of that. We have Phantom Knight Spear. Already have like so many copies of that card as it is. So that's always fun. Next up, we have a Dark Hole. Always nice. We got a bunch of staple cards. We have Monster Reborn, you know, Foolish Burial, Reinforcement of the Army. Just a lot of staple cards. It's always nice to get. Really cool right there. This card, Dark Eruption, what does this one do? Target a monster for 1500 less attack in your graveyard and add the target to your hand. That's actually pretty cool, so you can do a couple combos right there. Basically send one of your just one of your cards to the graveyard, like Foolish Burial, and then add back a Dark Eruption. I don't know why you would do that, but you could. But yeah, really cool card right there. You can just basically recycle cards, which is cool. Really cool right there. 2 copies of the, no, we only have 1 copy of Fogblade. Only have 1 copy of Sword, 2 copies of Sword, 1 copy of Wing, 2 copies of Wing. We have 2 Shadow Veil, and we also have a Shade Burgundy. Don't know how to pronounce that. Dark Gauntlets, Tomb Shield, Loss of Vambrance. We have a ton of Phantom Knight cards. 2 battery, or what is it? No, magnet. Some Phantom Knight magnet cards. So that's cool right there. Don't know if these are useful at all, but they are options. That is for sure. Mostly, from what I've heard, mostly the spells and the monsters are pretty much the best from this, and mostly the traps in these EX structure decks are pretty, not EX structure decks, I keep saying that. From these decks, traps are always the ones that are kind of meh, but there is that right there. Now we are on to the Xyz monsters right here. We have a Cursed Javelin. I heard that was pretty bad. Pretty bad right here. Dark Rebellion, that's always nice. A classic rank 4 card from the show. Very, very cool right there. And also synergies with Yuto from the anime. That's the character that basically uses this card right here. Dark Rebellion, Xyz Dragon. I think it's my 3rd copy of this card too, which is actually pretty cool. We have an Evil Swarm Nightmare. We have a Dark Requiem XYZ Dragon. Super cool right there. I actually haven't seen this one before. Actually, I probably did see this from the Arc 5 anime, but I don't remember this one. Anyways, I want to read the text. Focus for me. Come on. Come on, focus for me. Oh man, why is this camera booty? Need just better lighting though, in my opinion. I think that's mostly due to lighting. Whatever, I'm just gonna read it from back here. You can't see the text, but yeah, it takes let's see, it takes 3 level 5 monsters, or you can or if this card has a Dark Rebellion exceeds Dragon as material, it gains these effects. Oh wait, so it takes 3 level 5 monsters, or you can, or if this card uses Dark Rebellion exceeds Dragon as material, you can use the effects. Once per turn, you can detach a material from this card, then target a face-up monster your opponent controls, taking its attack to 0, and if you do, it gains attack equal to the monster original attack. Okay. When your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can detach 1 material from this card. Negate the activation if you do destroy the card, then you can special summon an exceeds monster from your graveyard. Interesting right there. I'm guessing you're probably going to want to use that. I think there's like a Phantom Knights rank up card. That's probably what you're going to want to use to easily summon into that, because I don't think there's any level 5 monsters in there to easily go for that. But interesting card from the anime. I think that's what it was from, so pretty cool right there. We also have Evil Swarm. Man, I can't read today. Thananos or whatever. We have this Sea Dragon right here, and then we have Dante. I believe is one of the good cards too. I believe this one was a pretty decent card. Anyways, can this one focus? Can this one focus? Come on. Come on. Come on, camera. Come on. Oh, there you go. So it has 2 level 3 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach material from this card, choose a number from 1 to 3. Send them any cards from the doctor deck to the graveyard till the end of this turn. The card gains 500 attack for each card sent to the graveyard. This way, if this card attacks, its change defense position at the end of the battle phase. This card sent to the graveyard, you can target a Burning Abyss card in your graveyard, except this card, and add it to your hand. Interesting right there. I'm not too sure why this card is good, but I'm guessing there's definitely a combo right there. I mean, it mills cards, which is always nice, and you can add a Burning Abyss card to your hand, which I believe was one of the good things, but I don't know if this deck had any Burning Abyss cards in here. Interesting card though, because I heard that was a good reprint. It's just that since I'm inexperienced with the TCG, I'm not sure exactly why, but I think I've heard of Burning Abyss before from what I've been, hearing about that. So that's really cool right there though. I'm gonna definitely mess around with the Phantom Knight cards and see all the cool combos with that. That is for sure. So I'm gonna pick up all these cards, and then we're gonna go to the last structure deck right here, and I'm gonna go into the Nordic Gods one, which I haven't seen any. I watched like a few openings on this on these decks, but I did not watch the Nordic Gods one, or I didn't watch to the part where they open up the Nordic Gods. So it's actually going to be all new to me pretty much. I guess I know a couple of the cards in here, but still, last card. Been recording for a long time now. Might have to cut some of this out in the post editing, but can I open this please? Come on. Come on. These things are like so annoying to open sometimes. So annoying to open sometimes. Come on, get out, man. The Nordic Gods do not want to be open. The gods don't want to be awakened. It doesn't help that my nails are so small too right now. Man, why is this being annoying? There we go. Jesus. The plastic here, it can just be so annoying. Come on. Come on, baby. There we go. Jesus, took way longer than it needed to be. This video's been taking way longer than it needed to be honest. I think I've been recording for like 20 minutes now. Sick review, my dude. Sick review. So we have this Nordic Link Monster, one of the new ones, I believe. We have a Nordic Beast. We have a Dark Hole, and I actually really like the rarity. It's kind of a random card to get, but I do like that rare. I do like how that looks. I have a ton of common copies of Dark Hole, so I'm fine with that. But, probably didn't need it. Probably didn't need it. I also have an Accession Sky Dragon, which looks really cool. Like, this card actually looks really cool. I like the look of that card. That actually looks awesome. Loving the synchro stuff. And then we also have Coral Dragon, which I believe is a pretty good one. 1 tuner plus 1 plus... Oh, wait. It's 1 tuner plus 1 plus non-tuner monsters. So you can basically use as many non-tuner monsters as you want to for a synchro summon of this. Once per turn, you can discard a card, then target a card your opponent controls, destroy it. This card is synchro summon. Card summoned from the field to the graveyard. You can draw a card. Okay. That's actually not horrible. Yeah, you target a card your opponent controls and destroy it. Yeah, it's not horrible. And it's also a tuner monster. I just realized that. It's also a tuner monster also. So you can basically go for the synchro summon of this card, and then you can go for more synchro summons from there on out. So that's really cool. Synchro tuners are always fun to mess around with. So pretty happy about that. We have a second copy of this Nordic Beast right here. We have then we have this version. This is like Dark Nordic Beast. 2 copies of that. Okay, so pretty much all these are Nordic Beasts, but I don't want to like butcher their names. So I'm not going to pronounce their names. We have the Red Nordic Beast. We have the Horse Nordic Beast. Big hype right there. We have whatever that is right there. Very cool. We have the Nordic Ifar. Don't know how to pronounce half of these right there, but very interesting art. Like honestly, these artworks are interesting. but I just don't want to butcher any of their names, so I'm not trying to pronounce their names. But this is a tuner right here, which is cool. We have the Mimir of the Nordic Ascendant. We have Valkyrie, the Nordic Ascendant. We have whatever that is, can't pronounce that, Nordic of Ascendant. And then we also have the Nordic Champions, which is cool. So we have the, now we're all done with the monsters. Didn't really look too much into the monsters. I don't want to make this video terribly long. So there is that right there. We have the Nordic Lights. We have the Nordic Relic, whatever that is. A couple copies of that. We have the March Towards the Ragnarok. Really cool. We have Forbidden Chalice. That one's always nice. Not really super good, but you can target a face a monster in the field. It has its effects negated, but it gains 400 attack, so it's always nice. I guess I have no clue how good Forbidden Chalice is in the TCG. It's alright in Duel Links. I've seen some play in Duel Links every once in a while, but that's true about that. Forbidden Lance, so we have that. Forbidden Dress, also have that. We have Monster Reborn, always nice to get that. We actually have a copy of Soul Charge. That's actually pretty cool right there. I actually have a copy of Soul Charge already from the Duelist Saga packs, if you guys remember those a long time ago. I opened up way too many Duelist Saga packs, I'm going to be real with you guys. I have a Hatred Aid. That's always nice to see. A Duel Links card right there. Mystical Space Typhoon, very cool right there. I actually like those traps right there. With Hatred Aid is always a very interesting card that actually just got hit in Duel Links. It's on the semi-limitless now, which is really cool right there. Next up for the traps, we have the Fetters of the whatever these are. I don't want to butcher the names, so I'm not trying to pronounce the names. Nordic Relics, got 2 of those. The Nordic Relics, we got more. Basically, I got a bunch of Nordic Relics right there. Gonna have to read up those on my own time since I don't want to take too much time of the video because it's already taking a lot of time as it is. Which is pretty interesting right there. And we also have Solemn Authority, so that's cool right there. Interesting right there. Nothing, I don't know if the traps are that good. Spells look pretty good. I'm gonna have to look into these Nordic cards though and see the combos for that on my own time. They seem interesting, though the artwork seem cool, so I guess there's that right there. And then now we have the God cards of the Synchro era, which is the Thor God card, the Loki God card, and the Odin God card. Sucks that the rarity is common, but it's still super cool to see that we have basically the 3rd generation of God cards when it comes to the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. Because we have the Egyptian gods in Season 1, then we have the Sacred Beast in Season 2, or not Season 2, but like Yu-Gi-Oh GX, Sacred Beast. You know, original Yu-Gi-Oh show, we had the Egyptian God cards, and then in the 5Ds era, we had the Nordic Gods, which is very interesting right there. And I'm not too sure what's the Zexal Arc 5 and V-Rain's version of the God cards, but pretty cool right there. Next up, we have Leo, the Keeper of the Sacred Chi tree right there. We have this one is a Diabolic Dragon. It takes Dark Tuner at +2 or more non-tuners. Really cool right there. I don't have a copy of this Diabolic Beast or Dragon, but I do actually have this one right here. This one is pretty cool in my opinion. It's an 8-star one. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects if you take damage from an attack involving this card, or from an opponent's card effect. This card gains attack equal to the damage you took. So it's technically invincible, but it can still get banished, or if there's any other effects that say remove it from the field instead of destroyed, you can do that. But yeah, because yeah, it can't get destroyed by battle or card effects, but it can still get targeted by card effects, so it's not invincible, but it's still a pretty cool card nonetheless. Next up, we have Scrap Dragon. That's actually a pretty cool card to pull, or not pull, but to have. Remember seeing this, actually I forget, was this in the 5Ds anime? I'm trying to remember if it was in Season 2 of the 5Ds anime. So it's a cool card. I recognize this card. Like it a lot. Really cool right there. We also have another copy of that. No, I actually just filtered through that. So that's really cool right there. Ton of Synchro cards, ton of Hero cards, and a ton of Phantom Knight cards. Gonna have a lot of fun messing around with these decks right there. I guess I might have to change the title of this video to more of a review, to just kind of like a reaction. But then again, a review sounds better, even though I'm not fully reviewing these cards. I don't know, but still, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry that it felt kind of rushed. At least I feel like it was a little bit rushed, but at the same time, it was really long, so I don't know how you guys feel about that. But I'm definitely gonna have to work on these in the future. This was kind of my first time trying out a format like this when it comes to my videos, so it's pretty new to me. It's still pretty new to me, but still, hope you guys enjoyed this video nonetheless. Definitely gonna just, you know, take what I learned from this video and expand upon it and work on, you know, better in the future on my not 5Ds videos, but work better on my future pack opening videos right there. So yeah, still, if you guys enjoy this and watch to the end of this video and you haven't already, leave a like on the video down below. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. Maybe I'll make some videos of me versing my friends with these decks, but most likely not. Don't hope on it, but if I do, that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, things are gonna do it for me, guys, though. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll go see you guys in the next video. Peace out.